There has been a political war of words, and this has got to do with the delimitation issue where the Election Commission has been set into motion. You have the Assam Chief Minister Hemanta Biswas Sharma, who speaks and breaks his silence. He says that delimitation is a must for safeguarding a demographic changes in the Assembly and in the Lok Sabha constituency. He added that population shouldn't be the criteria for this. He said that in this interaction he had with the media a short while back, saying that population cannot and should not be the criteria for delimitation. We're going to listen to him, but before that, let's go across to my colleague Niloy. So Niloy, clearly under fire and a lot of attack from the opposition parties in Assam. This is the clarification which comes in from the Chief Minister. Any more details?
Right, Pallavi, first thing is that after yesterday's decision of relegating 4 districts of the state back to subdivision and clubbing with the earlier districts, which includes Bishwanath, Tamulpur, Hojai, and Bajali. These 4 districts, 2 of them were created recently and 2 of them back in 2015 and 16. But these, after these districts were relegated, there has been a huge criticism from the opposition, not only from the opposition, but from the students' organization, all of some students' organization and other organizations who says that no, this can't be done and this shall not be accepted. And after that, the Chief Minister here today said is a central process where the state doesn't have any role to play. But he said that delimitation is inevitable because this delimitation would actually serve what Assam education back in 80s and NRC couldn't do. He said that the delimitation would actually check in the population growth and the demographic change. He said that not only the demographic change in the districts of the state, but the delimitation process would actually check the demographic change inside the state assembly. Now, this is a huge statement. He says that there has been a demographic change inside the state assembly, and the delimitation process would actually check. Therefore, he has categorically stated that the delimitation process is for the future of the state. He says that delimitation is one process which there is no sentiment attached to this. On logic, he says that we have seen what sentiments couldn't do during the Assam education process, what sentiments couldn't do during the NRC process. He has asked the people of the state at least give a chance for logic, and delimitation is a logical process. He also said that if he is to be asked, then delimitation should not be based area of population. He also stated that in the state, a certain community, the population has decreased, whereas the other community, the population is static. He has hinted towards a certain community by saying this. He also says that the delimitation process should not be based on population, but be other parameters, but because it is by law, it is by the Central Commission which does this delimitation, so the state doesn't have any role to play.
But Niloy, did he respond to the objections which are raised from opposition parties who said that if you have a delimitation, what's going to happen is the vote bank of, say, the Congress and other political parties, barring the BJP, by obviously they're referring to a minority vote bank, that could be affected? Did he get a response from the Chief Minister on that?
Yeah, definitely, yes. That by mentioning the demographics, he hinted towards this only. Yesterday, he said that delimitation in the state has categorically been targeted to the minority-dominated constituencies. And he didn't name any constituencies straight away, but he has definitely said that, yes, the delimitation would actually check in these demographic changes. Delimitation would actually safeguard the ethnic people out here, the original inhabitants of the state. By this, he means to say that there has been an aggression, there has been an encroachment of the constituencies, and number of constituencies has witnessed a steep rise in the minority, and especially the Bengali-speaking minority populations, and which actually influences the votes, and which actually influences the number of representation in the state assembly. So thereby, the delimitation, where there has been cuts and checks, where the 4 districts have been relegated to back to their original status, that is subdivisions. So thereby doing so, it actually would help the BJP to increase, or rather to actually have a to safeguard the ethnic sentiments, to safeguard the state's future.
All right. That was the Chief Minister who actually rebutted whatever was being said by the opposition as far as the delimitation process is concerned. Thank you very much, Niloy, for getting us those details.